Morena, well, it's kind of lunchtime now, so kia ora. Welcome back to another video. Today is it's Wednesday, Wednesday the 9th of April, and I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I've just got like a little cold thing that I'm healing from. So I'm just taking it easy today, but I thought I would bring you guys along with me for the day because I'm gonna make some cranberry jam, which I haven't tried before, and we have a cranberry bush out in our garden that is just like abundant with cranberries at the moment. They're so tasty as well, like just eating them on their own as they are. But I was thinking, how can I use them? Because I just feel like I can't eat that much cranberries to finish them. And I know, yeah, it's a perfect time to harvest them at the end of summer and the beginning of autumn. Apparently the colder nights that we get in autumn actually make the cranberries sweeter or just like more ripe, which I didn't know. And these are New Zealand cranberries, so I don't know how exactly they differ, but like in the images you look online, the other cranberries are like seem to be a lot bigger than these ones. These are quite small, which you'll see soon. But I've looked it up, and apparently the New Zealand cranberries have like just have a high amount of pectin like the other cranberries. So that should mean that they don't need added pectin to make jam. It'll just set well on its own with no added pectin. I've never made jam before of any kind. Like, this is the first time. So I think cranberry sounds like a safe fruit to try your first jam experience with because of the high amount of pectin. So anyway, I'm going to try and make cranberry jam. I'm sipping like a, my glass jar. I'm sipping like a elderberry echinacea drink to help support my healing with this situation. I'm just a little bit headachy and like sinusy, but I should be feeling back to normal tomorrow, I'd say. So I'm gonna make jam. Max out at the moment. Actually had a job interview, so that's cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go out and pick the cranberries now, and I'll bring you with me, and then I've got a recipe that I'm gonna follow for the jam, so we'll see how we get on. I'm just gonna use this jar to put the cranberries in that I'm picking. It's an old cucumbers jar that we got. We didn't buy these cucumbers, we just got this jar. So I'm gonna use this jar to collect the, I was gonna say cucumbers, to collect the cranberries. I think I've got enough. I don't know. I feel like I just picked heaps, and like I feel like I was picking for a long time, but I don't think it really was. There's still a lot left on the bush, but that just shows how many cranberries there were. So I don't want to make a big batch. This might just be like, you know, half or even just a small jar of jam, but that's enough for my first experiment. Okay, so I just quickly rinsed the cranberries just in water and like pulled out any of the little stems that were still on them. And I've got a recipe here. It's for like, so basically these are called cranberries in New Zealand, but they're actually called Chilean guava. So if you look up on like Google Images and you look up cranberry, they won't look like this. But if you look up Chilean guava, this is what you'll see. So they're called Chilean guavas, but I've done some research and apparently the Chilean guavas have just the same high amounts of pectin. So we should still be fine to make a jam. Secondly, I don't have 10 ounces. I don't even know how much that is. I'm going to weigh these just for interest's sake, but this is definitely not 10 ounces, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to just kind of eyeball it. It's literally just the cranberries, sugar and lemon juice. So I'm just going to follow my intuition as I do in the kitchen. Me and Max found this scales. It's the original Tupperware brand. We found these scales at the op shop the other week for like a couple of bucks. And these are like pretty old school, and we just had to get some new batteries and they work perfectly. And I just find that like anything a bit older just seems to last a lot longer, in my opinion, especially the original Tupperware brand. So I just realized that I didn't weigh the glass jar first, so it's saying 1.25 kgs, but I don't know how much the glass jar weighs. The sciencey part of cooking has never really been my forte or my strength, so I'm just going to put the scales away. And I'm just going to go with the flow. So I'm going to get a pot. And I'm just boiling the kettle because I'm going to sterilize this jar, just another recycled jar. It's from Tahini. I'm going to sterilize the jar with some boiling water so that when the jam goes in here to go in the fridge, there's no like icky bacterias.
Hey love.
Hey.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. How'd you go?
Really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, so this is where I'm at, right?
So I'm just gonna let this cook off and come to a boil, and then keep stirring it and we'll see what happens. We got a parcel from our favourite natural health foods store. It's not just food, it's also like oils and bath and beauty products, but it's called Health Post. It's a New Zealand website, a New Zealand company. They're based in the South Island, so the parcel always arrives really fast. So we got, these magnesiums. I've never tried this brand before. So this company, Health Post, stocks like other brands. So I got some of this brand. I've heard really good things. It's just to take before bed, because I find that taking magnesium before I go to sleep really helps me to fall asleep and stay asleep. I had a different brand before, but it's my first time trying these ones, so I'll let you know how I find them. They were a really good price as well. Max, my partner's trying these Primal Energy, which is grass-fed beef liver, and honestly we've actually both been vegan for many years, and it's only recently we've started to incorporate some animal products, but that's a conversation for another video. And then got this toothpaste. Okay, jam update. I made the jam, I poured it into the jar, which I think you saw, and I let it sit for maybe like an hour. It still feels quite warm. Max already used some of it. He made me some toast, and he put some of this jam on top, and it's actually so good. Like, I'm kind of surprised at how tasty it is. I think I put in like under half a cup of sugar, maybe like just over a third of a cup of sugar. So it's not overly sweet, and it's just like got a real nice subtle kind of sweet berry flavor. So, and I made like literally the perfect amount. Like, this jar was pretty much full, like perfectly full. So that's why I love cooking with my intuition, because I always, usually 99% of the time, get it right. So turned out really good. I'm definitely going to make some more, maybe in a few weeks when more cranberries are ripened. So yeah, I'm just going to probably leave that to cool down a little bit more, and then I'll put the lid on, and just leave it in the fridge. I think it should stay fresh for a couple of weeks. I think I read online. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with how my first jam experience turned out. I have been lying on the couch for the past like hour though, because I just started to feel a little bit just unwell after I made the jam. So Max made us some lunch. We had rice congee with eggs on top, and he made me the cranberry jam on toast, and yeah, I just was watching some YouTube on the couch, just trying to rest. But I feel like I don't just want to lie on the couch all day, so I'm gonna maybe go outside and just have a little stroll around. I really believe that one of the best things you can do for your immune system and your overall health, but especially if you're feeling unwell, is to get outside, especially if the sun is shining. Why are you covered in dirt? Mimi. Yeah, just to get in that vitamin D and the fresh air and all the benefits that brings by grounding in the earth. So I've come outside. The cats have followed me around. Off you go. Hey, why do cats just always stand on everything? So I've just come out to the yard and I've got my wee notepad because I'm reading a book on Ayurveda. It's called Ayurveda Mama and it's by Diana Masla. And if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, you might not know that I am very passionate about Ayurveda, especially in the realm of motherhood and babies and birth, as I am a doula. So I just love to, when I'm reading books that I'm really interested in, to have a notepad so I can write down any nuggets of wisdom or things that resonate with me. So I'm just going to sit out here. Hello. I'm just going to sit out here and do this for a little while and get some good afternoon sun on my skin and hang out with the cats. You're being funny. Say hi YouTube, this is Mimi. Hi YouTube, my name's Mimi. And I like to get dirty and play outside.